What is going on, YouTube?
Greetings, O Earthlings.
I'm Travis.
And I am John.
We're It's a Work.
We are.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some Smackdown stuff tonight. But before we do that, I think that we should let you guys know again, we are holding a contest right now, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah, what can they win, John?
They can win this lovely Shawn Michaels pop figure, as well as this signed photograph of Raw Women's Champion Nia Jax.
And
if they're lucky enough, they'll win a signed photo of your favorite cast of It's a Work, John and Travis.
On that note, we actually are going to be starting something new here. We're going to start doing different wrestling memorabilia thing, unboxing, video stuff, reviews, whatever. We're going to actually have, later this week, our friend Nick is going to join the cast of It's a Work, and he's going to be unboxing one of the Wrestling Elite figures, and we'll start doing that on a pretty semi-regular basis.
Yes, we will. As your It's a Work champion, please allow us to discuss professional wrestling.
Yeah, let's talk wrestling. So SmackDown started out tonight with Samoa Joe making his way down to the ring, doing Samoa Joe stuff, and he cut a pretty typical Samoa Joe promo, which was bitchin', but it was like a lot of biblical stuff and talking about Jacob's ladders and shit like that.
Penis piercings.
That's the Jacob's ladder, yeah.
Yes. Samoa Joe yells a lot, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. I said during SmackDown that Samoa Joe cuts a promo the way that Billy Corgan sings.
Not enough whispering.
Not enough whispering, but still lots of yelling and transitioning from regular talking to yelling, shouting. Samoa style.
Anyway.
Haha, yeah.
I did that one on purpose.
I see, I noticed. Yeah, so Joe does his little promo, says that he's going to beat Daniel Bryan and go to Money in the Bank. But even before he did any of that, the first thing he did was...
He won the Money in the Bank match.
He did. He went under the ring, grabbed a ladder, got out with the ladder, put it in the ring, climbed it, took the briefcase down.
He set it up before he climbed it.
Yeah. Match over. Samoa Joe's Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But Daniel Bryan did come out after this promo and said, well, now, Joe, because he's Daniel Bryan, he was very proper and nice about things. That wasn't nice what you said. I'm Daniel Bryan, and I'm willing to fight you. And they got in the ring, and it looked like they were going to fight.
Well, Daniel Bryan was pissed. Particularly because Samoa Joe brought up his family.
Yeah.
And he said, there's certain lines that you don't cross, and that's talking about my wife and my daughter.
You talk about my wife or daughter one more time, I'll break your leg.
Yeah.
Mister.
So.
Yeah, so he didn't break his leg because Big Cass came out, and he was
with
like...
a broken leg.
Yeah, with a fucked up leg, courtesy of Daniel Bryan. So apparently he will do it.
Yeah.
He's capable. And Cass was like, hobbling down to the ring, saying a bunch of stupid stuff because he's Big Cass, and I don't like listening to Big Cass, and fuck Big Cass. And it came down to him pretty much being like, well, you guys shouldn't be getting second chances. This is my opportunity. I should be in Money in the Bank.
And Paige told Big Cass, apparently, that Daniel Bryan is not getting a second chance because what's going to happen is Samoa Joe's going to be facing not Daniel Bryan, but Big Cass once he is medically cleared.
Which Cass was like, oh, when's that? It's now. And he took a second or two to casually grip his crutch and swing and hit Samoa Joe, which that felt like a really awkward spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Big Cass. But yeah, so it ended up being dumb, and Cass beat up Joe and Bryan.
Mm-hmm. And then posed in the ring.
Yep, with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
And I didn't care.
Nope, didn't care because Big Cass. Don't care.
Then we cut to...
I cared more about Enzo Amore's new music video, Phoenix, than I cared about Big Cass.
I did not.
I did.
Then we cut to...
He has a consensual penis.
Then we cut to Shinsuke Nakamura backstage littering. He was...
Counting the 10. One number off.
Littering.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible
He
man.
said 1 and it showed 2, and he said 2 and it showed 3.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't do a very good job counting the 10.
No.
But I think it's funny how they put him into a match with Ty Dillinger. Because, yeah, last man standing, 10. Shinsuke's been counting to 10. Put him in a match with the perfect 10.
I see what they did there.
Yeah, so did they.
Yeah.
And then we did.
Yeah.
Because it was a match. But, yeah.
I believe we came back from a commercial break at that point. And Paige was backstage with her former Absolution members.
Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Correct.
Yeah. And Mandy Rose was kind of bitching. She's like, hey, what's up with this opportunity bullcrap? And Asuka getting a championship shot. She's like, I'm better than that. I should be getting that championship shot.
Yeah.
Championship shot.
And Paige was like, yeah, you totally deserve an opportunity. That's why you're going to face Asuka later tonight.
Right, she's going to show you why she has that opportunity. And then, yep. She also said something. Oh, Renee Young.
Yeah,
Renee Young came by. And she was like, hey, Paige, how you doing? And she's like, oh, shit's going crazy back here. And Renee's like, yeah, well, what about this whole Big Cass thing? And Paige basically said that Big Cass lied. She never really said that.
Big Cass does not speak for me.
Yeah, which is weird. Like, that fucking didn't make any sense to me. That Big Cass thing saying that, and then...
Yeah,
it was weird. But she just made it a triple threat match, which I think we could have anticipated from the start, because WWE is kind of predictable like that sometimes.
Whoever wins the main event triple threat match is going on to Money in the Bank to compete in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Still didn't care because now it has Big Cass.
Yeah. Then we went into a match between Shinsuke Nakamura and the Perfect 10 Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, and it was a good match. Ty Dillinger looked good and Shinsuke looked good. And it was funny because you haven't seen Dillinger really in a while on TV.
No.
And he worked his ass off.
Yeah.
Not that he hasn't in the past, it's just that...
I liked his hair. He didn't have the ponytail anymore.
No, I mean, I didn't really care. I wasn't looking at his hair. I was just watching the match. And it was
Looks
good.
like a high school gym teacher.
Without the socks?
The perfect high school gym teacher.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, but he had some good stuff. It was fun watching, like, towards the end, he was playing that underdog role, especially big. And Shinsuke's got him, reeling. And he does the whole "come on" thing to Shinsuke, and that was cool.
That was neat.
But in the end, Shinsuke prevailed because Shinsuke, and he even teased the 10 count thing after. Was that after the match was over?
Kinshasa,
he pinned him first, and then he
during the match. It was during the match that he did that. Yeah. And then he won with the Kinshasa, and then after the match, he hit another Kinshasa to the back of the head, which looked especially good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good though. I liked it. It made Shinsuke look strong. And then it cut to AJ saying in the back, pretty much.
Who was AJ with?
Was it Renee? No,
it was with Dasha.
Dasha, the one with the dumb name.
Your favorite.
Yeah, the one with the dumb name. Fine. She has a dumb name. But she seems nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, she just has a stupid name. And he just pretty much said what he had said before.
Everybody's underestimated him his entire career, but
which I never have. I don't
he's the one who works the hardest, is there the longest, and that's why he's WWE champion and why he will be the last man standing at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about AJ.
Yep.
And then what did we find out, John?
Then we found out that we were going to have a dance-off.
Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't find out then.
Well, we found that earlier.
Like right in the beginning of the show. But we got to witness it. A fucking dance-off.
Lana is the best.
Lana number 1. That was cool.
Yeah. Let's do that 10 times fast. Let's not.
Anyway, we had a dance-off between Lana and Naomi, which... Fuck.
That was great.
I didn't realize we went back like 5 years in time.
Yeah. Bra and panties match incoming for next week's SmackDown, guys.
That's the entire concept of the Money in the Bank this year.
Bra and panties above the ring.
In the briefcase.
In the briefcase.
Yeah.
And what do they win if they...
The bra and panties. They're all naked in the ring. They have to win the bra and panties.
This is very chauvinistic of you, Travis.
I'm just saying it seems like we took a step back and that's what's happening. But they had a dance-off.
Yeah.
If we're really going to judge it, I think Lana kind of won. Naomi basically just did her entrance dance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I'm not going to judge it. It was a dance-off. I'd say Lana won because she hit a neck breaker on Naomi.
That's true. Yeah, she did. She went through...
Or maybe Naomi won via disqualification.
Why?
Because there's no wrestling moves
dance-off?
involved in a dance-off, so that would cause a disqualification.
Yeah. In the end, Naomi ended up getting the upper hand, her and the Usos.
Yeah.
And they shoved out Lana Day and Rusev Day. And that was that. Wrestling.
Neat. Renee Young was then backstage with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the Good Brothers. And they were talking about how they're going to go on to defeat the Bludgeon Brothers for the Tag Team Championships.
The Good Brothers versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah. Brothers.
Yep. They called them a couple of nerds.
No,
they didn't get to. They were
about
going to. And then the TV went all staticky and did like a weird noise, and there's the Bludgeon Brothers saying Bludgeon Brother stuff. Bludgeon Brothers.
They said they were going to liquefy bodies.
Sounds horrifying.
Sounds like a good time at Money in the Bank for the Good Brothers.
Nope. But I do hope that they come out on top.
Liquefied bodies and stuff.
So, also before commercial, we had a breakfast brawl backstage with the New Day and the Miz Bar.
The Miz Bar?
Miz Bar. Rock the Miz Bar. Rock the Miz Bar.
This was my fault. I skipped over this in my notes. I apologize.
Yeah, so we just saw the New Day doing pancake stuff. They were being served pancakes by what looked like King Ross with a monocle.
Whoa! Shh. Quiet on that.
Well,
that's a different channel. King, Ross. Catchphrase King, Ross.
Yeah, whatever. And then it cut to the Miz Bar, the Miz and the Bar.
Yep.
Who Miz was wearing his headband thing as like a blindfold, and he was training to deflect the pancakes that the Bar were throwing at him.
Yeah.
And then we came back from commercial, and it was going to be the New Day versus the Miz and the Bar, which was a pretty damn good 6-man tag team match.
Yeah.
Don't know why you...
I don't know how I skipped over this. It was a good match.
It was.
And I don't typically care for 6-man tag team matches.
Or tag matches in general for
That's
you.
true. I like traditional tag matches between traditional tag teams, which I guess this kind of was, but I don't know. It didn't...
There's only 1/3 wheel.
Yeah.
That's it. 1/6 wheel.
Right.
But the match was good. Everybody looked good. Cesaro always looks good. Miz was a pretty good heel. I mean, he did more outside distraction, I think, than anything in ring, really. But New Day got the win. So
did you say new gay?
I did not.
I think you did.
I did not. We do not use that kind of language here on this fucking channel.
No, we don't.
No.
And we completely do not agree with the tweet sent out by Roseanne Barr earlier today. I just want to make that perfectly clear.
We here at It's a Work, we do not reflect we don't share the same opinion as Roseanne Barr.
No. We embrace cultural diversity.
We do.
Embrace it like this. And
big hugs for cultural diversity.
Yeah. Can you say cultural diversity?
No, I can't.
Apparently not.
I can't.
Anyway...
Yeah.
Woo! New Day picked up the victory. Big E hit the big ending on The Miz.
Yep. And he pinned him. He pinned him there for 3. And then they celebrated afterwards, and they were kind of pointing at each other.
That's kind of how you want to match sometimes.
Yeah. They were like, which one? Who's going to be in Money in the Bank? And we still don't fucking know.
Who?
Still don't know.
We won't know until Money in the Bank, I think.
It's going to be Nicholas.
The 4th member of the New Day, Nicholas?
Yep, the last time that they did this, the last time that they made us wait till the pay-per-view, we got Nicholas.
That would be something.
Calling it now, Nicholas is going to be Mr. Money in the Bank.
Moving on.
Yeah, catch that one. Let's see how that goes. Now you can talk about Mandy Rose and Asuka.
Mandy Rose.
On commentary.
Of course I'm going to talk about Mella on commentary. That's my girl. I love Carmella. Carmella came out to do commentary for a match between Mandy Rose and Asuka.
Number 1 contender for Carmella's championship.
Correct. Who Carmella will handily defeat at Money in the Bank because she is twice as good as Asuka.
If that's the terminology you want to use.
Yes.
Then yeah. Didn't care. Match wasn't anything more than a regular match. Mandy Rose is still really learning, I think.
She's green.
It's not green.
Nope.
He's pointing at it. And it's green to us, but it's not green to you. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Green. Not green. Good. Got it? Fair. Asuka picks up the win. That's pretty much it. Carmella gets in the ring. They face off, just looking at each other, and Carmella holds up the belt. That's it.
That's all there is.
That's all there was for that. Mm-hmm. Now it's main event time.
No, before that, Charlotte and Becky were in the back.
Oh, yeah.
And they were going back and forth about how each of them is going to win the women's Money in the Bank match.
Mm-hmm. Charlotte needs it because she needs her belt back.
Right, yeah. And then you had Paige come in, and she's like, oh, remember PCB? And they're like, okay.
Tea time.
Tea time.
I don't know what any of that shit was about, do you?
I know the PCB.
Well, yeah, but
tea time, they even looked confused. Commentary sounded confused. Everybody seemed confused.
Yeah, it's kind of like Paige just said some shit. Don't know what it was all about. I think Paige might have been confusing PCB for some LSD tonight and was all fucked up.
Oh, I remember now.
Tea time?
Tea time. They did. Back when they were PCB, they did used to do this.
Are you just making me do this for the sake of...
No, they did. They used to do this.
They did?
They used to do this. I mean, with imaginary teacups, they'd put their pinkies out, and they would be talking about their opponents and their matches and stuff like that, and then they'd all just pretend to, like, tea time and toast and stuff like that. That happened.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, go back and look it up.
I'm gonna have to.
I don't know what made me think of that all of a sudden.
My pinky's too fucked up for tea time.
Yep.
Anyway, main event after that, right?
No.
No. Well, now what?
Well,
My notes are worse than yours.
apparently so. We had Andrade Cien Almas in the back.
Oh, yeah, Sin Cara.
And he was reconnecting with his dear friend and compatriot from Mexico, Sin Cara.
Okay, now here's the way I recall this going down.
Mm-hmm.
Almas came out of his locker room. Sin Cara came around the corner. He was like, hey, man, what's up? Long time no see. How you been? And Almas is like, oh, I'm good. I've been working hard here since I made it to the main roster. And Sin Cara's like, man, that sounds great. I think you're looking great. We should get together sometime for some drinks and maybe a dinner. And Almas is like, man, I don't really have time for that kind of shit right now. I'm too big being a big fucking star here in the WWE.
And Sin Cara was like, but tequila, bro.
Yeah. That's
And he
culture
was,
on diversity. We do not agree with what Roseanne Barr tweeted out this week.
no, we don't. Tacos and tequila indeed, my friends.
Fuck, man.
Fucking chimichangas. Time to make the chimichangas. Maximum effort.
No, I'm not high-fiving this. No.
Zelina Vega came in and told Sin Cara to fuck off.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
I don't really know what the hell was said. It was all in Spanish.
Zelina Vega pretty much told him fuck off.
Yeah.
And then Sin Cara was like, but we're bros. And they were like, and then...
Gotta go, bro.
And then Almas said something in Spanish.
Yep, that was that.
I assume it was Spanish. I'm not going to be racist or anything like that. I'm guessing it was Spanish. We don't agree with what Roseanne Barr tweeted earlier today.
No, we don't. Is it main event time now?
Yes.
Main
Yes, it
event
is.
time. The triple threat match that we've all not been waiting for, but we got it anyway. And honestly, the whole match was carried by Joe and Bryan. Cass looked like a dick. He looked like shit. He always looks like shit. I didn't like anything he did.
Wow, you were awfully negative this evening.
I just don't like Big Cass.
I don't either.
It was a kind of boring SmackDown. The wrestling, for the most part, was good.
Yes.
Shinsuke versus Ty Dillinger was good. The New Day versus The Bar and The Miz was good. I liked that. I liked Bryan and Joe, but Cass was just kind of a unnecessary third wheel in the match, and it took away from what the match could have been.
I like Joe locking in the coquina clutch on Daniel Bryan and him reversing it into a pin earlier in the match. That was good.
It was good. Daniel Bryan had me nervous a couple of times. Like, he did that, he does the
flip off the
turnbuckle, and if it weren't for Joe, he might have killed himself. He gave a missile dropkick to Big Cass, I believe.
Yeah.
And it looked like Cass was too close, so Daniel Bryan didn't really get the full extent. It looked like he hit his head on the mat before he did it, when he landed. But, when Joe and Bryan were in there, it looked good.
Mm-hmm.
It looked good.
The match ended when Joe locked in the coquina clutch on Daniel Bryan again.
After Daniel Bryan had hit Cass with the knee.
Yep.
Daniel Bryan's going for the pin on Big Cass.
The knee plus.
Knee plus. And Samoa Joe grabs Bryan out of the pin with the coquina clutch.
And forced him not to tap out.
But to
Let's
pass
make
out.
that clear. He did not tap out. He passed out.
Yeah, baby faces don't tap out anymore.
No.
Get over it. You're not going to see it. All
So-
the baby faces tap out.
So now
Or
Samoa
pass out.
Joe is the final entrant in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
It should be a really good match. Besides Bobby Roode being in it, I'm kind of really looking forward to that match.
Yeah, I mean, I always like Money in the Bank matches because they're fun, and this year it's kind of I really don't know who's gonna take this one yet.
I have an idea. I have a thought, but I'm not going to say it yet. I'll save that for our predictions video.
I have a couple of thoughts, but that's the problem. I don't know for sure.
Well, I think I have my mind made up, but maybe the next few weeks of Raw and SmackDown will throw me off.
They made up for the women's match too. The women's one.
Oh no, not at all on that one.
Okay.
That one's got me really
See?
thrown off.
Yeah, they're all fucked.
Yeah.
But I still look forward to it, and it's so weird because we have so much time now still before, like 3 weeks almost.
Yeah, I'm going to make another comment here. On Raw, we saw the Authors of Pain be brought up weeks ago. And
Sanity for SmackDown.
And Sanity was supposed to be brought up for SmackDown. We saw the vignettes for them. And they haven't done anything with either of those two teams, really. So,
Sanity never even showed up.
no.
Authors of Pain came up, squashed some guys.
Yeah. They really haven't done a whole lot, though, with them. And I'm wondering what they're going to do with them in the future. I hope Creative gets some good ideas for them. And
Back to NXT.
I hope not.
I hope not too. But that's all we have for this week of our SmackDown Live recap.
Yes, indeed.
So don't forget, though, that you can... well, shit. Not that. We're having a contest right now. Don't forget that. Where you can win this Shawn Michaels pop figure, this signed photo of Raw Women's Champion Nia Jax, and a signed photo of these two fellas from It's a Work, John and Travis. You can also follow us on social media at IAW Wrestling on Twitter and Instagram, or on Facebook.com/It's a Work.
Oh, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video, to our channel on YouTube, and click the little bell icon if you want to be notified, which you do, of any time we upload a new video.
I appreciate you chiming in on this one.
You're welcome.
That's good. Thanks. Yeah,
He's Travis,
I'm Travis.
and he's John.
He's John. Travis. John.
This is It's a Work SmackDown recap.
We talked wrestling.
We did, and we will see you very, very soon.